several years ago, I came up with a title for a book, or I wasn't sure. I thought possibly it could have been a TED Talk because it was such a great title. It's You Are Not Crazy, Your Life Makes Sense, and How to Find Your Life Purpose. I thought that's what I'll do because I can explain my life and what I've gone through and how I found my life purpose, and that would be really terrific. And I came up with that title. I even registered that name because I knew I was going to use it, except I didn't do it because I hadn't answered the question yet. I wasn't sure. Maybe I'm still crazy. Maybe I didn't find my purpose. I don't know. Maybe that was it. That's where I was before. No longer. But I'll tell you why I came to that decision. I had a really, really crazy life. So it was always difficult to answer that. From the time I was a kid, I thought, why are these weird things happening to me? Why is this going on in my life? I fell through the ice when I was 12, didn't know how to swim, and I had trauma. I mean, I go, why? And I walked around with this, always experiencing this fear. I would have nightmares as a child. I didn't want to go to sleep, and I think that still carried on because I was afraid of sleeping because what might come up. It was just odd stuff all along throughout my life. It started to change a little bit as I got older, a little bit older, but not much. I couldn't find that thing that I was supposed to do in life. I would look at everyone else, and I could see even my brothers. I have 3 brothers, and I could see them, my older brother especially, finding and knowing exactly what he was doing and going about it. And I'm flailing. I'm just like, I can't find anything. I don't know. I'm going through the motions. And, I looked at my father and I saw what he was doing, and maybe that was it. I kind of did accounting. I could do numbers, but none of that. It didn't feel right, but I knew I had to do something. And then I felt embarrassed because everybody else knew. Why don't I know? It was terrible, but I said, okay, I've got to do something. And then when it came time to graduate from high school to go to college, everyone knew where they were going, what their career, what their major was going to be, what college they were going to, and all of that. I had no answer. I didn't know. And I said, okay, well, I couldn't get into the major colleges. We didn't have the money to send me away. Couldn't get scholarships. I didn't know what I was going to do, so I went to just the regular college in my hometown of Chicago. I said, I'll do that for about a year and a half. Didn't like that either. Didn't know where I was. I said, this isn't it. I'm not supposed to be here. So I left. So then they wanted to send me to school. They wanted to send me back to college because they said, you're doing things here that you're so smart and you're doing all these things, but everybody who's done this needs to have a degree. So we're going to pay for you to go to night school and get a degree. I left before. Why was I going to go back now? So I said, I can't do that. But then something else came along. Someone offered me a job. I thought I had no direction, so it didn't matter. And this was something I knew nothing about at all. No one knew why I would be taking this job. But I said, I don't have anything else. I need to eat. I need to live, so I'll do this. And I didn't want to go back to that college that they were forcing me to do. And then, as I took the job, it turned crazy really quickly because I was supposed to be trained, and then the person who was supposed to train me left. I didn't know anything about the business. I'm sitting there alone. I'm this young guy having to manage a company that I know absolutely nothing about. It just went crazy from there. But I just kept relying on what I knew. And it went on for such a long time that even the company that I was working for, they had a lot of businesses. They had 500 businesses all over the U.S. and some other parts of the world. And I was managing one of them. And mine became the biggest one. Mine became the most successful, the most prosperous. And they kept asking me, how did you do that? I did not know. Just as I couldn't answer what I was doing, where I was supposed to be going in my life. I could not answer that. So when they were saying, how did you become this successful? How did